Right now, live at 5, improvements needed. Wisconsin's infrastructure receives a very poor grade. What's being done to fix the problem?
More Northland Red Cross volunteers are heading out to help those impacted by the wildfires in Oregon.
How a new group on the campus of UMD is putting a spotlight on Black excellence.
Plus, a settlement has been reached in a civil lawsuit between the city of Louisville, Kentucky, and the family of a black woman fatally shot by police. And for the first time, scientists say there may be signs of life on Venus, what they found in the planet's atmosphere.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Welcome to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Orange Beach, Alabama, as Hurricane Sally moves into the southeast region. We'll be following the hurricane's path throughout the night. Stay with CBS 3 at 6 and 10 for the latest. Good evening. I'm Anthony Mack. Kristen has a night off tonight. Hurricane Sally is making its way towards the Gulf Coast. It's expected to make landfall near the Alabama-Mississippi state line sometime overnight. The Category 1 storm is carrying maximum sustained winds of 85 miles per hour. But the biggest concern is the slow-moving nature of the storm and the potential for flooding. Some residents have already evacuated, while others are preparing for the storm by boarding up windows and stocking up on groceries and other supplies. Meanwhile, the wildfires on the West Coast are spreading. At least 36 people have died and nearly 4 million acres have burned. But Northlanders are still stepping up to help. CBS 3's Emma Quinn is following the volunteers headed west and shares the story of two very generous Twin Ports residents inspiring others to spark change.
David Giroux of Duluth spent Tuesday morning getting ready for another Red Cross volunteer mission.
I'm going out to Portland, Oregon. I'm going to work in the warehouse as a fork truck driver. So what we're doing is we're getting bulk in and then we're breaking it down and sending out small amounts.
Giroux has been with the Red Cross for 10 years. All of his past trips were responding to hurricane and tornado damage.
I was a firefighter for 22 years, structural, in Maple Grove. So I always wanted to go to a large forest fire, and this will be my first time.
Now, I shared a similar story with you on Friday of Diane Dunder, a volunteer who went out to Oregon to help those affected by the wildfires. Now, somebody saw that story and they decided to help. What they did came as a surprise to everyone. Two Twin Ports residents who wish to remain anonymous will match up to $150,000 in Northlanders' donations to the Red Cross to support the wildfires.
What's so amazing about this is that it's a person with the resources to do that kind of donation, and they're saying this donation means more to me if other people are able to donate what they can donate.
Dan Williams, executive director for the Red Cross's Northland chapter, says it's quite amazing.
Well, I see it every day in the work that our volunteers do, the care that they put into the work, the passion they have for helping people that are hurting. It really is humbling to see.
Giroux says whether you choose to volunteer time or donate money, knowing you're helping those in need is a pretty great feeling.
I don't know how to describe it. It's just the feeling of accomplishment, how you are. These people lost everything, basically, and they're just really suffering, and you can give them this little spark of hope.
I think that's what a lot of people out west need, a spark of hope. Williams says, as of today, our local Red Cross branch has raised $10,000. You can find more information on how to donate on our website, cbs3duluth.com. And Dave's here for our first look at the weather. Dave, that haze still very present in our area coming from the west.
Yeah, and that hampered that alleged warm-up we were going to get today, where we were thinking most towns would tickle 80, at least from the head of the lakes to the south. Well, mid-70s about the best we're managing, because that haze is keeping the sunshine from punching through. Live look right now at Jay Cook State Park shows the road is dry. We're not getting a great shot of the sun here or the haze from this camera angle, but it's still a beautiful picture despite a little bit of haze. In Jay Cook, well, the leaves haven't quite started turning in most locations yet, but give it time, of course. Cooler weather, that should be coming our way as the sky tries to clear tonight. That low passes by and its cold front sends our temperatures down a little bit for Wednesday, setting us up for a day planner that looks like this. Partly cloudy sky from a high advancing towards us, but the cold front taking our daytime highs down. Tomorrow morning's low temp will be pretty decent, around 50, but 63 is what we get once we get into the afternoon. We'll give you the details on the rest of the forecast in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Wisconsin's governor is considering extending the statewide mask mandate. Democratic Governor Tony Evers didn't commit to the move, but said his administration is looking at the issue. Evers noted the Department of Health reported a single-day record number of confirmed cases for the state on Sunday. The governor is encouraging people to wear a mask whenever out in public and continue to follow safety protocols.
COVID-19 pandemic is still very much raging on in our communities, and we need to take every precaution, perhaps now more than ever, to keep our families, neighbors, and communities safe.
The governor initially issued the mask mandate on July 30th. It's slated to expire at the end of the month. Evers said he has not reached out to legislative leaders recently to try to enact legislation to manage the pandemic. According to civil engineers, Wisconsin's infrastructure needs some improvements. This morning, the Wisconsin section of the American Society of Civil Engineers unveiled its 2020 report card. The committee gave the state an overall grade of C for its current infrastructure. Grades were handed out in 13 other subcategories, ranging from roads to hazardous waste. When asked about what needs help in northwestern Wisconsin, one expert believes it's our roads and transit system.
So some of the older infrastructure pieces, particularly water systems, are starting to get to those end-of-life, design life points. So I think it's incumbent upon the state and local infrastructure owners to look at their systems and develop their own priorities.
To learn more about the report card and see the full grades, you can head on over to our website. A settlement has been reached in a civil lawsuit between the city of Louisville, Kentucky, and the family of a black woman fatally shot by police. Jerica Duncan has the story.
Louisville's mayor announced a $12 million wrongful death settlement to the estate of Breonna Taylor and a series of police reforms.
We must have transparency and accountability for the work that our officers do.
Louisville police shot and killed the 26-year-old emergency room technician while executing a no-knock warrant at her apartment in March. Police said officers returned fire after Taylor's boyfriend fired one shot at them.
As significant as today is, it's only the beginning of...
Taylor's mom says the settlement is just the first step in justice for her daughter.
It's time to move forward with the criminal charges because she deserves that and much more. Her beautiful spirit and personality is working through all of us on the ground. So please continue to say her name, Breonna Taylor.
The shooting led to widespread protests in Louisville and demands that the officers face criminal charges. One officer involved in the shooting has been fired. 2 others are on administrative leave.
Justice for Breonna Taylor is multi-layered. We are not going to stop our calls to hold the officers responsible for Breonna's death accountable. We're going to continue to put pressure on the Attorney General's office.
The state's Attorney General is still investigating the police actions on that day.
Back in our region, a new group on UMD's campus is fighting against what they say are stereotypes surrounding black men, not just in America, but also here in Duluth. The student-run group Black Men Serving Excellence started last fall. Its core group of 5 men saw a big need to fill on campus. They plan to volunteer, visit schools around Duluth, and hold peaceful protests surrounding global issues. Group leaders hope this group, framed around a bond of brotherhood, will make a lasting impact.
That's the goal of ours, to continue to get that retention rate up of black students coming to campus to hope to make sure they don't transfer. And when they come visit campus, they can see our group, they can see this organization striving and serving excellence.
The group is also holding a peaceful protest Wednesday, along with a march against police shootings and racial injustice. For more details on that, head to our website, cbs3duluth.com. Still to come on Live at 5, a fair of food trucks in Virginia plus ATV riders are heading to Ely for a ride, and ribbon cutting city by city is coming up next. Plus tonight at 6, supporting the men and women in blue. A 9-year-old Duluth girl has turned that into her passion project, protecting those she hopes to join one day.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Bakke, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS 3. Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS 3. The Garage, it's your space. Get a garage fit for a king or queen with our Regal Eagle 26 by 28 garage. Store all the equipment needed to rule your kingdom today. No matter what you put in your space, trust us to build it right. Economy Garages. Built right, priced.
Tune in Saturday mornings for the Link Ford lineup, where we will show you amazing vehicles on our lot, like this 2012 Ford F-150 XLT with a 6.5-foot truck bed, a remote start, and more for just $302 a month. Or check out this 2017 Chevy Trax LT for only $249 a month. Want to see more? Then be sure to watch this Saturday. Visit us online at linkmotors.com or stop by to view our complete inventory. Link Ford, where reputation is everything.
Families are reeling right now, enduring illness, losing their employers' plans in droves. They need lifelines now. My plan lowers healthcare costs, gets us universal coverage quickly when Americans desperately need it. This is my promise to you. When I'm president, I will take care of your healthcare coverage and your family the same way I would my own. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Can I borrow the sports page?
Are we sure we're ready for this expansion?
Of course we're ready for it. It's a great idea. Let's celebrate with a vacation. I'm thinking Hawaii.
We're ready for you.
Is it okay if my friend comes with?
Of course. Imagination's always welcome here.
Bring us your best ideas. Let's see how we can help. National Bank of Commerce. Imagination's welcome.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Bayfield, Wisconsin on this Tuesday afternoon. Dave will have your full weather forecast in just a few minutes, but first let's take a look around the region. A festival of food filled the streets of Virginia with hungry customers plus ATV riders are headed to Ely for an annual ride and ribbon cutting. That and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Starting things off in Virginia, where hungry patrons filled Chestnut Street for the 2020 Food Truck Festival. The event was sponsored by Revive Virginia and featured dozens of different trucks that visitors could sample from. Now to Ely, where an event this weekend is drawing ATV enthusiasts from across the state. ATV Minnesotans' Fall Ride Rally will be hosted this year in Ely and is being sponsored by the Prospectors Club. The event will coincide with the ribbon cutting for the Ely Trailhead Project. Riders will hit the dirt on Saturday. And finishing off in Ashland, where controversy is brewing after a series of signs opposing Enbridge's Line 5 pipeline were stolen. The signs were put up by the activist group Pinocchio Hills Education Project. The group says their aim is to educate people on the dangers of the pipeline in the region. The group says they plan to put up new signs as well as trail cameras to prevent future vandalism. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, go ahead and send us an email. It might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, we've got some good news for all you leaf peepers this fall.
Here's a live look at the leaves near Jacobson. They're starting to show a little bit of color. And in the sky, the color's a little bit gray as that haze keeps our warm spell from really taking full effect. And a cold front tonight will take it away completely. For how long? I'll let you know with the 7-day forecast right after this break.
They're live, they're local. Watch the CBS 3 News with Kristen Vaki and Anthony Matt tonight at 6, right after the CBS Evening News at 5:30.
Yeah, I think we're good here. Why do we offer so many active safety features on our Chevy SUVs? Oh, yeah. All set.
Ready, Freddie?
Because we're not just engineers.
Call us when you get there, okay? Slowly. I'm going slow. We have families, too.
Get 15% of MSRP cash back on most 2020 Equinox models. That's over $5,700 cash back on this Equinox. Plus, current GM owners get an additional $750 cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet, your simple and affordable choice for bathtubs, showers, surrounds, and safety tubs. Right now, we are offering 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2022, or get your dream bathroom for as little as $69 a month. This offer ends September 30th, so call us today or go online to book your appointment to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service and down to earth price.
We are making progress in downtown Duluth. Lake Avenue has now reopened to traffic. Plus, Season 3 of Superior Street reconstruction is moving right along with an expected completion this fall. In these uncertain times, it's more important than ever to support our small, locally owned businesses, especially those in our construction zone. Whether it's a takeout meal or dining in, retail purchase or gift cards, they all make an impact in our community. Check out our progress and show your love for downtown Duluth small businesses.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Fond Duluth Casino is hiring. Apply today.
Coming up tonight, hear community members' thoughts on Vice President Mike Pence's visit to Duluth.
With less than 70 days to go before Election Day, Vice President Mike Pence makes a campaign stop in the battleground state of Minnesota.
CBS 3 Weather is brought to you by Economy Garages. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
All right, let's talk about today's high temperatures. I had high hopes we would crack 80, at least for the southern part of our region. Didn't quite get that warm. Let's go into the map here and take a closer look. 77 in Hinckley and Siren, that's not so far off the mark. 75 Hayward. And for Park Point and Ashland, you know, that's definitely warmer than normal by almost 10 degrees. But up north, like I thought International Falls would hit 70, 3 degrees shy there. Cold front coming across tonight is going to take temperatures down, so it was slated to only be a one-day warm-up. And with the cold front coming, that's exactly what it's going to be. And it'll actually get cooler than normal for a couple of days, down into the 50s. We'll talk about the timeline in just a little bit. But right now, here are the current conditions at the airport in Duluth. 71 degrees, 63% for the relative humidity with a westerly wind running 16 miles per hour. Air pressure is coming down a little bit because of a trough of low pressure working by, 29.89 inches of mercury, but it hasn't done much in the way of precipitation, just helping to thicken up the clouds a little bit, aided and abetted by all the particulate matter from the western wildfires acting as condensation nuclei for the clouds. But now let's talk about the surface. 73 degrees, current temperature in Watersmeet, 72 Ironwood, 75 Hayward, not too bad, 74 Ashland, and 73s from Solon Springs into Superior. Park Point's there now as well, 72 Moose Lake, and even up towards Silver Bay. So at least a slice of this warmer weather tried to work up the North Shore. But into the Arrowhead, the interior, only 63, Ely 65, International Falls 67 for Hibbing. Tomorrow, if we make it towards 65, we'll be doing pretty well as that cold front takes temperatures down towards the 60s for a lot of towns tomorrow, even the 50s up north. And then the 50s will follow suit for the rest of us for at least the rest of the week until the weekend. Doppler map right now shows that trough of lower pressure creating clouds, again, aided and abetted by the haze that's out there. Higher pressure coming in behind the cold front. That's probably going to help clear us up towards partly cloudy and mostly sunny tomorrow. But first, let's take a quick look down towards the tropics. Sally is now a Category 1 hurricane, losing a bit of a punch, but also slowing down, so keeping that punch going a while longer. The end result will be probably more moisture than folks down there can handle. Our fingers are crossed for them. We need moisture. This low did not deliver really, just a couple sprinkles last night. And now cooler, higher pressure is taking over behind that cold front to take our temperatures down and keep us dry for a while. Our next rain chance here may not come until Sunday, and it doesn't look like a great chance either. Tonight, we're looking at a partly cloudy sky in Minnesota with lows into the mid-40s inland, mid-50s right by the lake. For Wisconsin and Michigan, about 50 to 53 degrees for the low temps there. And now we ease into tomorrow's forecast, about 60 to 66 degrees for Wisconsin and the UP with that partly cloudy sky. So 77 of today becomes the 66 of tomorrow, and perhaps only the 58 in Minnesota tomorrow. 50s inland, southern parts, maybe as warm as 64 towards Moose Lake. Extended forecast shows we drop into the 50s for Thursday and Friday with low temps in the 30s. That means frost will rear its ugly anti-gardening head once again for a pair of days. but then we do start to moderate again. Tony, we may not be done with the 70s because they could be with us by next Monday.
Okay.
In between, there's that next rain chance, Sunday and Monday, 30 to 40% shots. Next Tuesday, 74 degrees.
Not too shabby.
No, not shabby at all.
I know we didn't quite hit the 80s that we were talking about today, but hey, close to 70, 75 around the region. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly. And even 77's not so bad at all.
Not so bad. Thanks, Dave. We've got some good news for all you leaf peepers this fall. Experts say Minnesota is expected to have a vibrant and colorful fall this year. To help you keep up with the progression, the state is launching its weekly fall color report Thursday. It will show users how close different areas are to peaking. This year, the state is asking people to consider midweek trips to check out the leaves. They hope this will prevent large crowds in state parks and trails during the pandemic. Scientists say there may be signs of life on Venus. Researchers are pointing to tiny molecules found in the planet's atmosphere, but how they got there is still a mystery. CBS's Holly Williams reports from London.
Its surface is hot enough to melt lead, and it's cloaked in clouds of toxic gas. But scientists now believe something could be alive on Venus, or actually just above it. Professor Sarah Seeger, along with a team of international scientists, spotted a molecule called phosphine in the planet's atmosphere using giant telescopes.
Finding phosphine, it really leaves us with two equally crazy ideas. One is that there is some unknown chemistry, and the other one is that there's some possibility there might be some kind of life producing phosphine on Venus.
On Earth, phosphine is produced by bacteria and sometimes smells like rotting fish, an unromantic discovery on the planet named after the Roman goddess of love. Venus was the subject of much early space exploration, but the sulfuric acid in its atmosphere literally eats through spacecraft.
Go Mars 2020.
And focus switched to Earth's other neighbor.
I like to think of Venus sometimes like as the neglected sibling.
Why neglected?
Because so much attention is on Mars.
That could now change with a tantalizing discovery that might be a sign of life.
Still to come, a Duluth business is celebrating their workers who provide a key service. We have the details when we come back.
Healthy Systems USA Flash Sale. 2-month program, 1 month price. It's like getting 1 month for free. Buy it for yourself or split it with a friend. Lose up to 1 pound of fat a day.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Tune in Saturday mornings for the Link Ford lineup, where we will show you amazing vehicles on our lot, like this 2012 Ford F-150 XLT with a 6.5-foot truck bed, a remote start, and more for just $302 a month. Or check out this 2017 Chevy Trax LT for only $249 a month. Want to see more? Then be sure to watch this Saturday. Visit us online at linkmotors.com or stop by to view our complete inventory. Link Ford, where reputation is everything.
Mediacom's fiber-powered broadband network was built for the future, and it's in your community. Delivering gigabit speeds to every home and business we serve. We'll be one of the first in the nation to take you to 10G, making your community one of the fastest in the world. The foundation is in place, and Mediacom will be making way for brilliant possibilities, igniting economic development and lighting up communities nationwide.
I was diagnosed with diabetes at 13, so I got to work. I'm Quinn Nystrom, and I became a national advocate. Went door to door in Brainerd, then St. Paul. Went up to Canada to bring back insulin for a fraction of what drug companies charge here. But Pete Stauber went to Washington and voted against making healthcare and prescription drugs more affordable. I approve this message because Minnesota can't afford Pete Stauber in Congress.
Call A1 Movers today to schedule a free office relocation estimate. We have all the necessary tools and experience to help streamline your business's change of address. Our friendly, uniformed crew will carefully relocate and protect both your new and existing facility. Whether across the street or around the globe, one call hauls it all. Take the burden off of your staff and put it on ours. Remember, moving is hard. Calling A1 Movers is easy.
Shopping for a new kitchen at Skips has never been better. Take home your dream kitchen today with Skips Fruitwood Oak Cabinets in painted or dark shaker styles. You can rely on Skips for quality and durability at affordable prices. Stop by with your measurements and see how you can take home beautifully painted or stained cabinets today at a truly affordable price. Visit us online at skipshomecenter.com or stop in to see our showroom at 4728 Rice Lake Road, Duluth.
Here at locally owned Adolphson Real Estate, we are ready to help you find the home of your dreams with no extra fees. Take a look at this beautiful home with a nice open floor plan in Cloquet. Please call our Cloquet office for more details. Call us today to schedule a tour at Adolphson Real Estate.
Healthy Systems USA Flash Sale. 2-month program, 1-month price. It's like getting 1 month for free. Buy it for yourself or split it with a friend. Lose up to 1 pound of fat a day.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS.
New legislation aims to increase ice-breaking capacity on the Great Lakes this winter. Today, U.S. Senator from Wisconsin Tammy Baldwin and others are introducing the Great Lakes Winter Commerce Act. The legislation paves the way for new infrastructure to help the U.S. Coast Guard break up ice more efficiently. Officials say increasing ice breaking will help the many businesses and workers who rely on the maritime industry to transport their goods and grow our regional economy. Baldwin says ice breaking capacity in the Great Lakes supports more than 90 million tons of cargo each year. A Duluth business is celebrating its workers who provide a key resource, especially during the pandemic. Trillium Services supports people with disabilities throughout our region. During this Direct Service Professionals Appreciation Week, Trillium wanted to honor its staff who have gone above and beyond helping those who needed it most during this challenging time. Trillium says these employees have been critical during the pandemic.
They really are heroes. They do a lot of hard work to, help improve the lives of people with disabilities and ensure their safety, especially in the age of COVID here. So, they really are heroes. They're basically the blood that pumps through the veins of agencies like ours, like Trillium Services and Trillium Works.
Trillium workers also held signs supporting all direct service professionals. St. Luke's is celebrating its expansion in 2 harbors. Today, St. Luke's leaders gathered at Lakeview Hospital for a ribbon-cutting ceremony. The $15 million project connected the hospital and medical clinic into one building. It also allows for a new specialty clinic, extra lab services, an expanded pharmacy, and community gathering space. Duluth School Board is expecting to get an update on the district's fall learning plan tonight. Superintendent John Magus will give the presentation at 6:30 during the board's virtual meeting. Right now, middle and high schoolers are learning entirely online, with elementary students using a hybrid model. District leaders hope this will prevent the spread of COVID-19. However, last week, a group of hundreds of parents came forward asking the school district to reconsider. We'll have the latest tonight on the CBS 3 News at 10.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, Hurricane Sally nears landfall on the Gulf Coast, threatening dangerous flash floods and storm surge. We're tracking that storm tonight. Plus, the multi-million-dollar payout to the family of Breonna Taylor. Tonight, we speak to her mother. And a story of bravery, how an 18-year-old summoned the courage to rescue a mother and 3 children from a burning car. That's all tonight on the CBS Evening News.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. Have our certified nurse midwives provide personal one-on-one support and guidance for your next pregnancy. Visit essentiahealth.org to learn more.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $400 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to CSLplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
I don't really want you anymore, and what you told me isn't how it truly is. Plus, my life has changed, and I don't know what to do.
Attention, Duluth area. Do you feel you should break up with your timeshare? Join us and other owners for a free seminar in the Duluth area Wednesday, September 16th. This seminar will cover how the timeshare industry has been and will be impacted by our current situation. Attendees will also learn how our accredited contract cancellation firm can legally help. To reserve a seat, call 989-BREAKUP today.
Here's a crust too thick and cheesy not to eat in reverse. Keep it coming, buddy. That's right. Back it up. The one and only original stuffed crust. Only from Pizza Hut. Just $11.99. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Watch Jeopardy! At 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Yeah, I think we're good here. Why do we offer so many active safety features on our Chevy SUVs? Oh, yeah. All set.
Ready, Freddie?
Because we're not just engineers.
Call us when you get there, okay? Slowly. I'm going slow. We have families, too.
Get 15% of MSRP cash back on most 2020 Equinox models. That's over $5,700 cash back on this Equinox. Plus, current GM owners get an additional $750 cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Your fall fashion headquarters with new arrivals daily. Downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday afternoon. Let's take a look at some of today's top stories and a peek at what's coming up at 6. After our CBS 3 story aired Friday, highlighting Northland volunteers headed west to fight wildfires, 2 Twin Ports residents are stepping up in a big way. 2 anonymous donors will match donations up to $150,000. Local Red Cross leaders say they're grateful for this generosity. Meanwhile, a settlement has been reached in a civil lawsuit between the city of Louisville, Kentucky, and the family of Breonna Taylor, who was fatally shot by police. The city's mayor announced a $12 million wrongful death settlement to her estate. And tonight at 6, diversity in Duluth. A new University of Minnesota Duluth group is hoping to shine a spotlight on what data shows is a lack of it. CBS 3's Leanne Valdez spoke to group leaders about their plans to change the narrative when it comes to stereotypes of black men in America. She'll have their response tonight. That's all we have for now. We'll be right back here at 6. Thanks for watching.